Le Mans gave us history. Aprilia locked out the podium, Bezzecchi's streak survived, and a rookie from Japan shocked the absolute world. This wasn't just a race, you guys, it was a revolution. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're jumping right into the 2026 French Grand Prix. It was a true battlefield that handed us a historic Aprilia lockout, a surviving championship streak, and a seriously shocking rookie podium. If you want to understand how the power dynamics of the entire grid just shifted overnight, well, you are in exactly the right place.
So what actually happens when an underdog manufacturer completely rewrites history at Le Mans? Well, Aprilia didn't just show up to France, they planted their flag. They didn't just compete, they utterly dominated. You are looking at an absolute masterclass. This is their first ever podium lockout in the top class, and it completely cements their status as the new kings of the grid.
And to really get it, you have to look at this staggering number right here, 588. That is the number of agonizing days since Jorge Martin's lost win in Mandalika all the way back in 2024. But this weekend, oh man, he came from 7th on the grid. He missed the front two rows entirely. And then he just slammed the door on the competition like a Nairobi Matatu conductor closing shop. He took both the sprint and the main race, proving you can absolutely never, ever count him out.
That Matatu-style aggression is perfectly summed up by his own words. Martin actually admitted, "I didn't think I would be able to battle for the win, but I never let up. Aprilia is giving me what I need." That relentless, never-say-die mindset is exactly what earned him his 9th top-class victory. He crossed the line less than half a second ahead of his teammate. He's finding this incredible rhythm with the Aprilia RSGP, and his confidence is just visibly surging lap after lap. Because of that super aggressive win, we are left with a razor-thin margin in the title fight. Think about this. 128 points for Marco Bezzecchi, 127 points for Jorge Martin. 1 point. That's all that separates them right now. At this absolutely elite level of racing, 1 point means every single braking zone, every tire choice, and every single qualifying lap is critical. One mistake, one crash, one unexpected rain shower, and the entire championship swings. Martin's phenomenal weekend just pulled him right to the absolute edge of taking the title lead. Listen, despite Martin's win, Bezzecchi's championship lead survived, and he cemented a pretty historic legacy in the process. He secured P2 by riding an incredibly intelligent, damage limitation kind of race. His bike was shaking, it was pushing him wide at times, but he held his nerve. This gives him his 5th consecutive podium. To put that into perspective for you, he is the very first rider to achieve 5 consecutive podiums since Valentino Rossi did it all the way back in 2015. Just incredible stuff.
All right, moving into Section 1, Ogura's breakthrough and Japan back on the podium.
You guys, Ai Ogura didn't just ride this weekend, he brought sushi to the Aprilia party. He scored a brilliant P3 to round out that historic Aprilia lockout. And this is huge, because it makes him the first Japanese rider to stand on a Premier Class podium since 2012. It definitely hasn't been an easy road. He's had to bounce back from some recent injuries, but with 5 top 10 finishes already under his belt early this season, he is fully announcing himself as a major rising star.
Trackhouse Racing took a massive gamble on a rookie. And wow, is it paying off. Team manager Davide Brivio said it perfectly. He noted that they now feel like they have consistent riders, which gives them immense confidence to be even more ambitious looking ahead. Listen, when a satellite team starts securing top-class podiums, it sends a very loud, very clear warning shot straight into the factory garages. Let's look at Section 2, Local Heroes at Le Mans and the Roar of the French Crowd.
The noise at Le Mans was absolutely deafening this weekend. Honestly, half of that roar was just French fans screaming finally for Fabio Quartararo. He wrestled that Yamaha to a highly unexpected P6, making it totally clear that nobody was taking more risks out there than him. On the flip side, though, his compatriot Johann Zarco really struggled with his Honda's handling and ended up down in P12. Even with the tough race, Zarco still holds a slight lead over Quartararo in the overall points.
Okay, on to Section 3. The rider market erupts because the 2026 silly season is literally a battlefield right now.
The sheer volatility happening off the track is just staggering. The irony here is so thick, Jorge Martin literally just gave Aprilia a historic win, and yet the rumor mill is screaming that he might activate an exit clause to jump to Honda. No way, right? Well, if he does, Luca Marini is perfectly positioned to take his spot at Aprilia. Meanwhile, Pedro Acosta is reportedly deeply frustrated with KTM's performance, which is sparking rumors of a move to VR46 Ducati or even Honda.
And get this, we're even hearing that World Superbikes champion Toprak Razgatlioglu is being heavily courted by Honda and Yamaha to shake up the entire grid.
Behind closed doors, manufacturer panic is really setting in. On one side, Yamaha is gripping tightly to loyalty, defending Jack Miller's seat because they desperately need his experience for their crucial 2027 development. But then on the other side, we have a full-blown Ducati crisis. Pecco Bagnaia retired from the race. Again, he is sitting way down the standings with just 43 points. Their championship drought is stretching further, and right now, I gotta say, Ducati fans are praying harder than Arsenal fans in May as their once untouchable empire seemingly collapses.
So when the dust settles, the new reality is crystal clear. Aprilia has completely stolen the crown. Bezzecchi and Martin are miles ahead at the top. Meanwhile, Ducati's highest representative, Fabio Di Giannantonio, is sitting back in third, trailing by a massive 43 points. MotoGP 2026 isn't just a championship anymore, guys. It's a battlefield, and Aprilia just planted their flag right in the middle of it. So what is your French GP headline? Is it Martin's epic win, Bezzecchi's incredible survival, or Ogura's historic breakthrough? Drop your take in the comments, absolutely smash that subscribe button, and let's keep African motorsport storytelling alive with all the drama, all the laughs, and none of the boring lap charts. Thanks for hanging out for this explainer, and I will catch you next time.